Welcome to Central Mazda. Mr. Ings?
Yes.
Jack Lupo. I'll be your service consultant for today. We were expecting you. As a matter of fact, I've got all your paperwork right here. Would you mind joining me outside the vehicle? Now, Mr. Ings, we're prepared today to take care of your check engine light and also your lube oil and filter change. Another thing that we're going to do for you while you're here today is perform a complimentary full circle report card. Let me show you how that works. Our technicians are going to visually inspect each of these areas on your vehicle. As you can see, anything that they check off in the green indicates that the area is okay. Anything in the yellow that they may check will indicate it will need future attention. Anything in the red, my technician is indicating, needs immediate attention. Now, of course, anything in the red, we will be sure to contact you. Mr. Ings, this is your form. I'd like to give it to you. Another thing that I would like to give you while you're here is a copy of our menu of services that Mazda would recommend at certain mileage intervals. Mr. Ings, I'd like to get in your vehicle and check the mileage. Would that be okay?
Of course.
Mr. Ings, I can see you have 15,783 miles on your vehicle. Sir, what I'd like to go ahead and do is turn your vehicle on and turn your wheels, release your hood, and turn on your lights. Would that be okay?
Sure.
Oh, Mr. Ings, I can see you've got a cell phone in the console here. Is that something you'd like to take with you?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, Mr. Ings, we're prepared to take care of your check engine light today and also your lube oil and filter change. Another thing that I took the liberty of doing last night when I was putting together your paperwork is I put your vehicle into the national computer just to check it for any open recalls. You'll be happy to know that there aren't any.
Right.
Now, Mr. Ings, before you leave me this morning, one of the things I'd like to do is I'd like to walk around the vehicle with you so that we can discuss any obvious issues on your vehicle before it goes into the shop. That way I'll make the best use of your time here today. Would that be okay? I'd like to start here on your left front tire. One of the things I'd like to point out to you on your left front tire here is it looks like it's wearing a little bit more on the outside than it is on the inside. And what it's really indicating to us is that it might be a good idea to go ahead and rotate these tires. But let's take a look at the back tire to see how it's wearing. As you can see, this tire is wearing much more evenly across the whole tread line. Just another indication that we're probably correct in going ahead and rotating these tires. And Mr. Ings, I can see that your rear tail lights are all illuminated. Looks like all your bulbs are burning very nicely. One of the things I really like about your vehicle is this rear deck spoiler. That really sets it off, makes it sporty, doesn't it? Yeah, and Mr. Ings, I can see that this tire is also wearing quite evenly across the tread line as well. You know, one of the things I'd like to make mention to you as we go around your car here, I can see a little bit of debris on the rear quarter of your vehicle. And a lot of my customers are taking advantage of the mud guards that Mazda has for this type of vehicle. And it'll cut down on a lot of the road debris that kicks up from these rear tires that are causing the scratches and the chips in the paint. And if you like, I could go ahead and get you an estimate on that while it's here today. Is that something I could do for you?
All right.
Okay, let's take a look at the front here. I see this side of your car is looking pretty good. Haven't been in too many parking lots with buggies or nothing hitting it. Now see this tire right here, of course, it's wearing a little bit more on the outside like the other right or the front tire as well. So we'll just think about rotating those tires. Do you mind if I open the hood?
Go ahead.
Now what I like to do, of course, is just give a quick visual inspection of underneath the hood. And one of the areas I like to point out, of course, is the coolant overflow tank. And I can see that it's at the right level and the coolant is the right color. Also, I can see that your windshield washer fluid is low, but we're going to go ahead and top that off for you today. So that should be okay. Another area that I like to talk about, of course, is the top radiator hose. And I can see that it's clean and dry, not leaking or seeping, which is a good thing. Another thing that is very important, of course, is your battery, the connections that you have here, and that they're clean and dry as well. So that's looking really good. Another area that I like to look at too is your brake reservoir, and it's got enough fluid in it, and it's the right color. One of the things I like to recommend, if you don't mind, could you take out that menu I gave you just a few minutes ago? See, I took the liberty last night of putting your vehicle into our computer to pull up the history on your vehicle, and I've noticed that you are very diligent on oil changes. So I would like to recommend today the 15,000 mile service. And if you notice, the 15,000 mile service will already have the oil change, and it also has the tire rotation that we've already been talking about. And it also gives us an opportunity to change that air filter as well. So what I'd like to do is recommend the 15,000 mile service today so that we can make the best use of your time. Would that be something you'd like us to go ahead and perform for you today?
Will I get that savings here, Jack?
As a matter of fact, that savings built into our 15,000 mile service. So yes, you'll get that savings.
If I could have it by 4 o'clock, I'd say yes, go ahead and do it.
Okay, I'm going to do then is I'm going to change your oil change to a 15,000 mile service. We're going to go ahead and take care of that check engine light. We're going to get you a price on those mud guards rear, and we're going to perform the complimentary full circle inspection for you. I'm going to change your estimate down here, and I just need your autograph right here. Great. Now, sir, I can see that I've got several phone numbers for you here. Which would be the best one to reach you at today?
The cell phone.
The cell phone. Great. I'll make a note of that because I will be calling you about 12 o'clock to give you an update on the progress of your vehicle. And it doesn't look like there'll be any problem having your vehicle back to you by 4 o'clock.
Super.
All right? Now, I've noticed here with my notes that you're going to take advantage of our shuttle service. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Great. Let me show you where you can pick that up.